Hello everyone. Tonight's video is part 3 of the B-17EF or B-17F slash G. Actually it's a B-17F Boeing 120 block, I think is what I'm going to settle on. I'll have the G nose separate, so detailed out so that you can see the difference between the late Fs and the early or mid Gs. But anyway, gotten a few more things added to the model, as you can see, and I'll point out some of them. But one thing I wanted to go over was some of the placards that I was using are from the Kits World 3D printed placards. Like I said, I had a few problems on the sheets for the G's, but the one for the F was perfect. So I took what I could off of the G's and U's, which were the same for the F's, and took a couple off of the G. I found some back on eBay again for back to low prices, but they're in Ukraine, so it takes a little while to get here. But that's a small workaround. See if I can zoom in a little bit. And if you hear the phone, don't worry. I'm not going to worry because I'm not going to answer it. See if I can get this thing to focus. There we go. As you can tell, I added the nose. This is a late model nose with the single 50 out the front. Right there next to the pilot seat, I'm trying to work, or co-pilot seat, trying to work on that hand hydraulic pump. Nobody seems to have it. It's not in the kit. It's not in any of the photo etch. So I'm modifying a putt-putt unit, cutting it down from the B-17 and trying to make it in. I put a handle on it for a pump handle, trying to make that fit in there. I have to whittle it down probably a little bit more right there by the co-pilot seat into the bomb bay. I noticed in the books they had a gray test or dummy bomb that they would use to work the lifts and stuff in the bomb bay, so I threw one of those in there. And then detailed up some of the detail in the bomb bay, the little black connectors on the bomb racks, put the bomb racks in, added the bomb, and then let's see if I can go to the radio compartment. Under the radio compartment floor, I found out that there were 4 larger oxygen tanks, larger than the ones up here in the cockpit. The small walk-arounds are A4s. I think the larger ones here are A6s. I don't know what the designation for those were. They may have been A7s. So I added those underneath there, which didn't leave me much room to add a camera for the bomb damage assessment that was underneath the radio compartment floor, but I'm still trying to work on something, get some decent photos of it, maybe something in scale, and try to stick one in there for y'all later on. Got the other detail added also to the upper part of the cockpit there in the radio compartment that held the 50 caliber. I've added that. I'll put the gun in later. I added the upper part of the fuselage for the cockpit all the way back to the radio compartment. And then, like I said, I got the ball turret in. I added a couple figures just for scale. I found a 35th scale Black Dog Rosie Riveter and a military guy writing something down. It looks like he's maybe an inspector, we can call it. I just wanted to throw something in there for scale. And then added a machine gun in there, put all the armor plating above where his shoulders are, down at his knees, and then below that there was some more armor plating. Got the putt-putt unit in, the ammo box, the oxygen tank, the suit units, and then the slide frame for the waist windows. And then moving on back toward the tail. See if I can. I got the back plate of the fuselage where the guns go through, the stand for the 50 calibers, the seat is in there, the armor plate for the tail gunner, I've detailed up a little bit more paint job with the ammo crates. So I've still got a lot of the little ammo trays and a whole bunch of stuff like that to add. But I've made some more progress. And like I said, it's coming along slowly. I'm probably about 60, 65%, maybe 70. I got those suit heater units above, up there by his head for the 2 waist gunners. The oxygen bottle, the oxygen system there by her leg in black, that panel. Got the oxygen bottle put on. Still having to work out in all the factory photos. I don't know if they left the factory. Any of them did. Maybe E's did, but I didn't see anything on F's that have the 2 ammo containers for the ball turret. So I've got 2 from B-24 kit I can add, but I don't know if they were added at the factory before they left because I could not see it in any of the pictures. So I'll be adding the machine guns to the turrets, and then, like I said, to the top of the radio compartment. I got just about everything in there. This thing's just not going to adjust for me. There we go. So you can see I got that stuff added. I'll be detailing out the crank handles on the back of the radio compartment bulkhead eventually. Like I said, there's still plenty to go. The top turret I got put together with the canvas, olive draft canvas chute bags, or ammo ejection chute bags. But that turret on top, it's not the right one. That's an early F, late E, early F. And the one I was wanting, I thought I got in my parts when I ordered them all off of eBay. The couple people were parting out some B-17s. I got just about every part I needed. I thought I got the right ones. I got the right glass, but I didn't get the right turret. I actually got a G turret. You know, pictures on advertisement, you can't really tell what you get most of the time anyway. And so I'm going to have to scrounge up one of those or modify a G and maybe cut it down a bit so it's the right height. I know on some of the, this is a block 120. I know on some block 130 or 135s that the turret on some of them had changed to the early G, which was taller and didn't have that closed off section there in the front. Added the upper controls over the pilot and co-pilot, put a cockpit or a control panel in, and then you can see back on forth this way. Now for the other side of the B-17, what I did was I took another fuselage half and I am going to detail it up. So what you'll have is a 2-port display, the port and starboard sides. But on this side, which is the co-pilot side, or the right hand if you're sitting in the plane, there won't be as much in there. I'm not adding like the stuff for the rear of the fuselage compartment. But I did put the oxygen bottle and the little control for it, and then I put a machine gun in, put the armored plating in. I had the little oxygen sensor back toward the end of the slide, but it came loose, and I've got it sitting over here. I got to re-add it to it. Radio compartment, I just put in a, blank bulkhead, no paint, same way for the bomb bay, although the wall of the bomb bay has the rack for the bombs added and detailed. And then the cockpit will have the co-pilot's side panel and oxygen tanks and walk-around bottle. And then in the front, I added the detail up front. And then I've put in right there underneath the 3 oxygen containers is a ductway. It's an air duct that came down from the back of the front firewall, bent around, just went underneath those and the drift meter, which is in there, and then went underneath the floor of the nose. And I think it turned and went up towards the nose for ventilation up in the plexiglass nose. I'm still investigating that one. So it won't be as detailed out, but it'll give people an idea of what the other half had in it. Still a lot of stuff to add to it. So I'll give you one more shot. Yeah, it looks like it focused pretty good. Like I said, I put the dummy bomb in there because, like I said, I do have a picture of them testing the cranks to pull the bombs up and lock them in and stuff. So they did test that before it left the factory. I got the larger oxygen tanks underneath the radio compartment, and I'll try to put a bomb assessment camera in there if I can find any good information on it. Got the ball turret in, the oxygen bottle in. I'll put a little more detail on that, and along the rest of the way, all the way to the tail. And yeah, back here I've got a 48 scale B-17 hanging back there I'm working on. So that's an old Revell or monogram B-17G. I'm going to try to do up in the 91st Bomb Group. But anyway, thought I'd give you an update on what I've got done so far. I sort of like those little figures in there. It gives it some scale to what humans. But once again, this model and all models, once you start trying to stick stuff in there that you know should fit, the pieces are either too big or too small, and then the placards and the other pieces you get are not truly the right size, and then the spacing for all the ribbing is not exactly where it's supposed to be. So it's just one of those things that you just got to put up with and do the best you can and try to soldier on with it, I guess you could say. But anyway, hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Good talking to you. If you could, I'd appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe button. It would really help me out. Thank you for watching all the B-17 videos as much as you have lately. Hope this helps you all in your kit builds and stuff. Like I said, once again, once the B-17F Block 120 at Boeing came, there was no green in the aircraft except for the cockpit. By then it was just all bare metal left. 115 was the last one that had the nose, the cockpit, and the radio compartment as green, and then all the rest of the plane was bare metal. So, and actually Boeing, I think from about F-20s, everything from the everything from the back of the radio compartment bulkhead on back to the tail was no paint at all on anything, except for some stringers that were produced and then ran on with the production of paint until they used them all up. But anyway, hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. You all have a good day. Stay out of trouble. Thank you for watching. You all be careful. Be safe. Talk to you later. I'll have part 4 maybe in another 2 weeks with some more done. Have a good one now. Bye-bye.